saw the same thing everybody else saw, where they made some ridiculous shots. You know, you're going to have certain breakdowns in your defense, and I thought in that third quarter, you know, that could have been really deflating for our team, and it wasn't. Like we kept fighting and played some really good basketball. We changed. You know, we did 3 different coverages tonight, so it's not like we're not trying. You know, we're trying.
Only 5 words, but they hit harder than any box score or highlight ever could. That's not a team. And he wasn't talking about a bottom feeder or a tanking squad. He was talking about the Los Angeles Lakers, a team with LeBron James and Luka Dončić, a team still sitting in the playoff picture. And Perkins didn't hold back. He said the Lakers are just individuals clocking in and clocking out. No bond, no chemistry, no real connection, no team dinners, no shared energy, no real togetherness. Just jerseys and bodies going through the motions. This goes way beyond wins and losses. This is about a broken culture that could wreck their entire season. Now let's talk about the game that exposed everything. January 16th, 2026. The Lakers are at home. LeBron and Luka combined for 68 points. That should be more than enough to beat anyone, right? Wrong. The Charlotte Hornets embarrassed them on their own floor. Final score, 135-117. An 18-point beatdown at home. The Hornets were 15-26, 11 games under .500. That's the kind of team contenders should handle easily. The Lakers didn't just lose, they got crushed. LaMelo Ball went completely off. 30 points, 9 threes, 11 assists. Miles Bridges was throwing down monster dunks. Charlotte did whatever they wanted, whenever they wanted. And the Lakers, they stood around and watched it happen. And here's the stat that really hurts. The Lakers ranked 26 in defense out of 30 teams. You don't win championships playing defense like that. The 2024 Celtics, top 5 defense. The 2023 Nuggets, top 10 defense. History doesn't lie. Defense always separates real contenders from fake ones. And right now, the Lakers are acting like contenders while playing like pretenders. They started the season 19-7 and everything looked perfect. Then reality hit hard.
To call the Lakers a team, that's not a team.
Ouch.
That's a bunch of individuals. I'm willing to bet everything that I have that is not a group chat with the Lakers.
Careful what you. Careful what you.
It's got to be a good chat.
Well, if it is,
it may not be that active, but
what it is, ain't nobody saying nothing. I'm willing to bet there's no team dinners on the road. That's a bunch of individuals. That's showing up to work, do your job, everybody go their own way. And that's how they perform on the floor.
Since that hot start, they've gone 5-8 and dropped 4 of their last 5 games. This isn't a slump. This is a team coming apart piece by piece. And that's when Kendrick Perkins grabbed the mic on ESPN and said something nobody expected. This wasn't some loud TV personality chasing clicks. This was a 14-year NBA veteran, a champion from the 2008 Celtics, playing alongside Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen. He knows exactly what championship chemistry looks like. And then he said it word for word. That's not a team. That's a bunch of individuals. I'd bet everything I have there's no group chat on the Lakers, no team dinners on the road. That's people clocking in, doing their job, and going their own way. Let that sit for a moment. No group chat in 2026 when every serious team has messages flying non-stop. The Lakers don't even have basic communication. No texts about plays, no jokes to lift the mood, no checking in after tough losses. These guys aren't connected. They're strangers wearing the same jersey, and no team dinners either. NBA teams travel non-stop, and champions use that time to bond. They eat together, talk, build trust that shows up on the court. The Lakers, room service alone, doors closed, everyone on their own path.
Great balls of fire!
That was one of the best moves I've seen this NBA season, hands down.
Oh,
Talk
how about this
a bag.
move? Ball from deep.
Off of one leg.
Off of 1 foot there. All right, just over 2 minutes remaining. The Hornets up in this one. Bridges misses the 3. The ball comes back out to Ball.
This was a backbreaker. That pretty much ended the game.
That did it. Ball had 30 points. He balled out. 9 of 17 from 3, 11 assists. Let's take a listen to J.J. Redick on the Lakers' lack of defense.
Perkins tied the Lakers' chemistry issues straight to their defensive breakdowns. He made it clear, when players look lost defensively and aren't on the same page, it shows what's happening off the floor too. The Lakers' defense isn't failing because of talent. It's failing because there's no trust. They don't talk, they don't help, they don't cover for each other. Watch any Lakers game and it jumps off the screen. One guy gets blown by and nobody rotates. No one calls out screens. No one steps in to take a charge. It's 5 players guarding their own man, not 5 players guarding as a unit. And in the NBA, that gets you exposed every single night. Now let's talk about what real championship chemistry actually looks like. Go back to 2004. That Lakers roster was loaded beyond belief. Kobe Bryant in his prime. Shaquille O'Neal still unstoppable. Karl Malone, a 2-time MVP. Gary Payton, one of the greatest point guards ever. 4 future Hall of Famers on one team. They were supposed to walk to a title. Instead, they ran into the Detroit Pistons, a team with no true superstar. Their top scorer was Chauncey Billups at just 18 points per game. But what they had was trust, discipline, and sacrifice. And they crushed the Lakers in 5 games. No debate, no drama. Then came the 2014 San Antonio Spurs. Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, and Manu Ginobili had been together for over 10 years. They knew each other's moves before they happened. During that playoff run, they averaged nearly 25 assists per game.
When you have defensive teams that are with defensive individuals that look the way that they look, not on the same page, then they definitely don't have the chemistry of them.
The ball never stopped. Everyone touched it. Everyone mattered. Greg Popovich built a culture where the team always came first. Those Spurs had role players who could have started elsewhere, but they chose sacrifice over spotlight. And that chemistry overwhelmed the Miami Heat's big 3 in the finals. Talent didn't win that series. Connection did. Then there's the Warriors dynasty, the gold standard for real chemistry. When Steve Kerr took over in 2014, his analytics team found something powerful. If the Warriors hit 300 passes per game, their offense exploded. But it wasn't just math. Making 300 passes meant everyone touched the ball. Everyone mattered. The Warriors fully bought in. Steph Curry was setting screens for role players. Draymond Green was always making the extra pass. During their 2015 title run, instead of forcing shots, they averaged over 315 passes per game. They didn't just win, they changed basketball by playing the most unselfish style the league had ever seen. And the pattern is obvious. Talent gets you into the playoffs. Chemistry wins championships. The Lakers have the talent, but they're missing everything else. Now look at the current Lakers and the proof is right there. Watch their body language. After turnovers, players point fingers instead of lifting each other up. After defensive breakdowns, there's frustration instead of communication. These are clear signs of a disconnected group. J.J. Redick tried to soften the blow after the Hornets' loss. He said they're experimenting with different defensive coverages, but trying isn't enough in the NBA. Results matter, and the results are screaming that something is broken at the core. Even when the Lakers contest threes at the 11th highest rate in the league, opponents still knock them down at the highest percentage in the NBA. That's not bad luck. That's a team that doesn't truly make shots uncomfortable, even when they're in position. And the so-called Big 3 only makes things messier. LeBron James, Luka Dončić, and Austin Reeves have barely shared the floor together. When LeBron missed time early with sciatica, the Lakers actually looked sharp. The ball moved. Role players stepped up. There was energy and direction. Then LeBron returned. And suddenly, everything felt forced, slow, and awkward. Luka himself admitted it months into the season, and that should scare everyone. He said they're still building chemistry and haven't had many practices together. That's a massive red flag. You're chasing a championship and your superstar is basically saying the team is still in the getting to know you phase. That's not normal, and that's alarming. Then there's DeAndre Ayton, and he's another issue entirely. The Lakers brought him in to fix their front court, but he looks completely out of sync. He's lost on offense. He doesn't connect with the guards on pick and rolls. His timing is off. That's not talent. That's chemistry. Ayton didn't suddenly forget how to play. He just doesn't fit what the Lakers are trying to do. And somehow, it gets even messier. Austin Reeves being injured creates short-term relief but long-term chaos. When he comes back, the rotation gets ugly. Who sits? Who sacrifices minutes? Those decisions demand trust and communication. And based on everything we've seen, the Lakers don't have either. Here's why this matters way more once the playoffs start. The regular season and the playoffs are completely different worlds. In the regular season, talent can carry you. In the playoffs, that disappears fast. Teams scout everything. They take away your best actions, they expose your weaknesses, and when shots stop falling, chemistry becomes everything. Championship teams lean on each other. They trust the next man to make the right play. They talk through pressure. Teams without chemistry do the opposite. They panic, they force shots, they fall into hero ball. Playoff defenses will dare LeBron and Luka to go one-on-one. They'll erase easy looks. They'll pressure role players. And if those role players don't trust their stars to find them, hesitation creeps in. And in the playoffs, hesitation is fatal. The Lakers now have 9 of their next 10 games on the road, and that's where everything gets exposed. Road trips either bring teams closer or rip them apart. You're stuck in hotels, flying nonstop, dealing with hostile crowds and fatigue. That's when teammates matter most. That's when team dinners matter. That's when group chats keep morale alive. The Lakers don't have any of that. No real support system. And the warning signs have been flashing for months. They started the season 19-7 without a full roster. Guys played free. The ball moved. The energy was real. Then the reinforcements arrived. LeBron returned from injury, the rotation tightened, and suddenly everything felt stiff and forced. The Luka Dončić trade in February was supposed to push them over the top. Instead, it raised a question nobody wanted to ask. How do two players who dominate the ball actually coexist? The front office assumed talent would solve everything. That assumption is crushing them. They saw names not fit. They collected pieces without checking if the puzzle made sense. Now they're stuck with a roster that doesn't connect. So can this still be fixed? Maybe, but the clock is working against them. Chemistry can't be rushed. It's built through shared struggle, through adversity, through time spent together on and off the court. And the Lakers have avoided all of that. They show up, they play, they leave. JJ Redick is facing an impossible task. He can draw up perfect plays, but without trust, they mean nothing. Coaching has limits. At some point, players have to want to be a team. And right now, it's hard to tell if the Lakers even want that. Their championship window is shrinking with every wasted game. He's still elite, but Father Time never loses. Every season matters now. Luka is in his prime, but how long will he accept losing? If things don't change fast, the pressure keeps rising and the foundation keeps cracking. Kendrick Perkins didn't say what he said for attention. He said it because it's real. The Lakers aren't a team. They're talented individuals pretending to be one. On paper, they have everything. In reality, they have none of what actually matters. No trust, no connection, no chemistry, just expensive jerseys and empty numbers. Championship teams are built on sacrifice, on communication, on caring about the guy next to you. The Lakers are built on contracts, highlights, and individual goals. That might get you into the playoffs. It will never get you a title. So the real question in Los Angeles isn't about talent or coaching or schemes. It's simpler than that. Will they actually learn how to be a team before it's too late? Will someone step up and demand more? Or will they keep clocking in, collecting checks, and wondering why nothing ever clicks? Perkins gave them a wake-up call. Now the entire basketball world is watching to see if they respond. Because right now, the Lakers aren't a team. They're just individuals wearing the same colors. And in the NBA, that's never enough. What do you think? Can the Lakers turn this around? Or is the season already cooked? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if this video opened your eyes, smash that like button, subscribe for more real NBA breakdowns, and share this with every Lakers fan. They need to see it.